guys. Can you hear me loud and well? Um, but yeah, welcome back on day something. Day 8, I guess, 7, 8-ish. And I should NPC here just to be on the safe side. And then we're banking up for Hero Mansion 20. 236,000. Yeah. At least we can fill it up completely with crop. That was kind of my plan. But we'll send a lot of resources too, because we can push from all the supporters. That doesn't look right. Okay. Yeah. Drop the crop and then times 2-ish. That's going to cap. That's fine. I think, yeah, I just queued. So maybe we can steal the resources from the hammer. Is that running negative anytime soon? We're getting there. It's actually only not negative because of the hero, I think. Yeah, 6k almost. All from hero, and we also need to move the hero to the capital. And then we wait for the boost, except we didn't boost from spawn, right? Yeah. We're finding some resources, and here we're just slow simming. So yeah, oh, poor Nick dying from the arrow storm of being forced on account all the time. But thanks for sitting me, Nick. So we got an alley boost from the alley yesterday, right? So pretty much with everything coming in, we managed to get 13s, and then we're kind of prepping for the night, so we settle an NPC town. That's a little extravagant. We could do without if we had more people. It's a kind of a resource dump. I think Miller managed to spend like at least 3 hours of production on building this, if not more. And then Nick decided to build marketplace, but trade office instead of just getting up the fields. I mean, well, priorities. So yeah, it's just we got to 13, and then we've kind of been just mellowing out account. We also started Siege on the hammer, still just running from 18s. Um, so yeah, we kept the raiding units going, and now Siege 2 because we just want to be able to use it. Like, we don't want to clean units, we want to destroy things. So now that's running to some extent, and then we're working on 13s. Well, yeah, 2 14s, and then for no real reason, we could go all to 14 or running Hero Mansion 20 now. It's all good. Let's put it like that. How much are we missing now? 150. How much is coming in? 115, 10, 110, and we were missing 150, or yeah. Okay, so we can make it fairly soon. And then plan was just to make 14s after that, and then sim this up slow and steady, and then yeah, I kind of want to boost it up, but I mean, it's not having bonus building, so I would say the Roy would always be on 14s, and that's also why we're kind of doing the Hero Mansion. So I need to allocate, like this one is being taken away from this one, so this one should take this one or this one. But yeah, we just need to reset the hero, and then there's no problem there. Actually, I should check if we have any units in the oasis itself. What does this mean? That means in other towns, this is the exact oasis and there's nothing in it. So, yeah, 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 should be fine. The 3 ones are here, yeah. we don't really have any other troops than the hammer, so which means we can't help alliance. So what happened last night was glorious for some. But I was trying to sleep, right? And then where are they? Yeah, the ones that stole the 18C from me. Of course, they're just simming, not building defense. So and that totally bit them in the ass because that guy and that guy decided to build hammers in their spawns. They both have only one town. And yeah, when it was 4 o'clock at night, they were like, go, 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 go. And they have like 40-minute travel time and 30-minute travel time. And there's a lot of funny reports. Okay, Donatello is under attack. Um, but yeah, what happened? Yeah, pretty much here. Yeah, for my time, kind of. So here comes the Tuden, and this is the defense they had. It's like, yeah, guys, what the fuck? Luckily, these guys, I mean, Bingo's got so lucky because warehouse, greenery, and I got them to build stonemason. They had built it. I was like, you guys. I thought about not saying anything, but I was like, nah, they would lose too much if I didn't say something. So main building. I mean, the worst thing that could happen here is them losing cap fields, the crop fields, and these guys are just pretty much targeting everything but. Yeah. So here, if all the other ones had been crop fields, I mean, oof. Um, So 15 to 12, and then yeah, 15 to 12. So lost on 2, and then here comes the Roman after. So I mean, they lost half the Teuton, and then this one comes rolling in. I mean, it's same size as mine, except he doesn't have the same amount of horses. So yeah, marketplace, waterworks. Yeah, that one sucked. Cropland again. Okay. Marketplace, grain mill again. Hero Mansion. They had third, like they already took the third Oasis, right? So it's actually nice that they're hitting that. And then so a little crop fields, and then problem is travel times. They had an hour to return, right? 30-minute travel times, and our bigger def was like 3 hours away. So you can imagine it's like, yeah, guys, you got to take the Roman hit one more time, and then here comes the Teuton. Then we had some defense in there, could help, kill that. So they at least didn't take kata damage on these ones. And again, here they got lucky again, cropland, but the rest was just main building. For fuck's sake. Grain mill, hero mansion. Rally point. I mean, quite lucky that it didn't seem like they had rally point 10. Then you can target. So they were shooting random constantly. But then the Roman hit. Actually, yeah, they sent again there later. But before that, they actually shot on me. Yeah. So they tried hitting my cap. Miller spent down and everything. But that was without katas. And then they went on his cap again. And then they got walled, you know. Then at least we had some decent def there to make it work. But pointless damage, especially if you're riding them, being like, "No, you can't join our rally. Fuck you guys, you're noobs," and then you get pounded. I mean, excellent. Miller, you told me that you spent down, but okay, Nick had it handled. So that's cool. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it was a decent Roman, right? It's the same size as ours. Like we were also 4K, and We had some extra horses. They had the same amount of siege and stuff. Like, so, right, you can't build a decent early game hammer from one town, which is, it could still have been better. It didn't look like they had much production. Uh, they just did raiding and some production, and then they've been building up. But again, they couldn't really touch their wall either, right? But I mean, if there's not enough defense, then like you see, stone wall only dropped to 19 because of the stonemason. But I mean, just not enough defense. So, ouch, 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 ouch. We getting close. 48. That's pretty much everything left. No, 5 minutes, and then with our production. So yeah, 5 minutes maybe we can take it. And I need to sim here. But yeah, Nick just ran main building 20. Or maybe it was Miller, I guess. But nice to get. And then Miller hasn't commented on it, but I started adding other symbols. So, for a town that needs production done, this has, and then it's just needing infrastructure right now. And cap and NPC towns, I don't know. I just wanted to, pimp up my crib, so to speak. And then we can pretty much settle here in an hour and no, time goes by fast, 40 minutes. And cap will reset, or was it this one? No, it's cap. It'll reset a party in 50 minutes. I also bid on an artwork. I don't think I got it. No. I never get them. We also got resources on the hero actually, so we could just use it for the hero mansion, but I like having it here. Maybe I should just save it up. This one has its own production running, so when we sell the new town, I'll use this to build it up easily with storage. So yeah, there's a plan. But otherwise, we're just chilling, slow progress. I mean, considering that Nick was online and Miller was online, and I should just have gone to bed. I mean, before building this, we should totally have done 14s because I think that will give us like 100K more an hour, would make everything faster and easier. But I mean, at least now this is prepped for tonight, and the new one we can also somewhat get up if we prioritize it. And then account is very smooth. Hey, Paige. Are you at the airport still? And for the people not understanding the inside joke, is that Paige is always stuck at some airport waiting for his plane or getting canceled. Or, I mean, it feels like it happens like twice a month or something. Yeah, I'm sorry, Miller. Like, I think you had prepped everything at like low level and then one of each to 20. And I was like, should I say to Miller that maybe we should get a sitter, or I think I was gonna do an all-nighter instead. And then I was like, nah, I should go to bed. I really should go to bed. We should utilize it. And then you started boosting everything up, and I was like, yeah, now I need to go to bed. And then it wasn't really fitting very well. And I was like, it's better if Nick can keep things going for us. And yeah, I realized he had a sitter spot open because it was so early morning, so he could like the owner of one of the dev accounts came on and could run his own thing. So, but yeah, we were busy trying to help defend Bingo's dying. So yeah, shit happens. So just prepping stuff like this is fine. I mean, we're back in the game. I think we're also 19th in production. That's gonna get better soon. But rating with on top, we're overall Hammer's growing fourth. So I mean, we're progressing all over, so I would say everything is fine. Yeah, 1 minute it drops in, and pretty much will be enough. Maybe we should just take 5k crop or something. But that also means that hero needs to travel all the way over there. And then we're under attack. Whatever, well, we'll say we're still under attack. And we can track it, and then I could grind that or this one. But I think hero, if it just gets, we don't have a task reward anywhere, right? No, but I mean, we can get it by, boom, 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 boom. This one is very close to culture points. I'm not sure how much it's giving. It should give 5. Let's grab it there. More strength, and then maybe he can grind it. But we'll see. And then we can just, wait, why do we have a warehouse there? I don't want you. Not yet. And this one, doing fields. Oh, and we sent the hero, all right, yeah, and then we can just complete that. Question is if we should tear it down. I don't think that guy, oh yeah, he's just a farm, okay. But I think I want to cat out away just to remove it. Should remove that guy too. And then we can take down the hero mansion. I mean, we could also settle this as an Egyptian supporter. I can take 1, 2, 3. I can take 125%. I mean, it's not a lot, but it is production. And then we can remove these guys and stuff. But yeah, it's actually easy. Just maybe I should just kill this. I mean, it's also a decent farm for him right now. Well. Oh, you got delayed again. Or the one you had to take the day after. I mean, terrible travel conditions, mate. But we're going to jump from 226 to something. Yeah, and then we just continue making cap fields. Did they turn off the trade routes? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, and we went from 226 or something to, oh, we jumped like 60k. It's pretty juicy. It's very juicy. Oh my god. So now we're down to like 45-minute NPC timer here. I mean, so you guys can see how fast it's going to progress from now on. That's why it's great just getting fields to like 12. And then you can just finish up your supporters. You can make Town Hall 10. Like I kind of did those things yesterday, right? I was just slow simming them while I was boosting the capital fields from the alley push. So after that, we're like completing all the supporters in production. This one is also completed, right? It's just missing a little bit of stuff here and there. Yeah, and Hero's going from here now. So now we're in negative. God damn it. Back, Hero. Go, 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 go. But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna drop down another NPC town, and then with all the grain that we're gonna start, like we're getting to 18, and that'll still give us what was it, 950k crop an hour or something like that. It's pretty heavy. So lowering our NPC rates, lowering online time necessities, stuff like that. It's it's quite potent for us right now to invest into, I feel. And then we'll get extra greeneries on all the supporters too. But then they can last for like 13 hours on their own. If we move crop from capital, we can lower that. But otherwise, we can lower our frequency to the NPC towns, and then hopefully we can be like offline for like 4 hours at least without having to spend resources. Then we can just raid and focus on that, and then otherwise building up. Yeah, capacity. Also, like after Arties, it's a chiefable town. It's um yeah, just more offline time. We can save up a lot of resources in it for when we had trainer, stuff like that. And I also realized yesterday, apparently I'm very slow to do that, is that we don't need to build any grades buildings in the hammer because we have merching. Merching costs the same as running grades. So it means we can, we're also Roman, so we have a horse drinking trough, which is annoying to have as an extra building. Means less storage or granary space. So not having to build crates is that we can just leave those space open for one more warehouse, one more granary. So it's easier to just move in some units and then pay the price for merching. But that means we need to build more Roman towns before we can run crates. So we need to run residents up to 20 at some point, but not right now. We could also make it into chiefable, making palace there and rechiefing the settlement spot, which is COO, which is this one. We haven't really built that many units in it, but yeah, we'll see. Mm. And yeah, we don't need to rush the new NPC town if that's what you're referring to. So we can just focus on production. I want more 14 fields. It's gonna give us like what, 5k each? Yeah, it's giving 1,000, and then with all the bonuses on top, I'm not sure how much that is. Production and then bonus additional production. So it gives us what, 3k, 4k a field. So finishing 2k, that's like 8k production. Enjoy. And they're not okay. I overspoke. It's not too expensive, and then around 200k. But I mean, that's still a field an hour. So then granary. Oh yeah, full account production. I mean, Hammer's pretty much running on rating. It's daytime, so it's not giving that well. I think it was around 125k an hour. But that's still most of the Hammer being run on that, and then the town's own production. So Hammer is pretty somewhat stable on its own if we move the hero over there, which was the plan. Go, go, buddy, go. I don't like negative. We don't like that. That's kind of a thing you need to learn, from going from a noob account to a big account, is that negative is your friend. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You just need to handle it. But running from early game to suddenly that point in your spawn hammer where it's like, yeah, guys, now we're constant negative. Shit. Time to feed. And that's why you raid 24/7, because if you don't raid, you'll die. Not necessarily, but that's kind of the premise. And then we move the hero over there. This one, can I, or do I need to be highly practical? No, I just need to settle from here. Oh, and I bought the Empyrean sword because I thought I bought both weapons, and then I was like, I need this one. And the reason why is that it's probably going to be more effective considering our merching, because we kind of want to, like that's the annoying part right now, right? Is that we need to raid to get more income, but if we raid, we can't recall the hammer. So the best is to settle another Roman town and run EIs from there plus imps, and then we can't raid if we merge all the EIs over. So in principle, like the first town will be primarily imp merging. So the EIs will just keep running here also when we recall the hammer, so we can keep raiding. So it's like a ghost hammer or something we can merge over later on or something, but I think it's going to be primarily imps being merged over, right? So yeah, I was thinking, oh well, then we need the imp sword, and then build more Romans, and then we can merge everything over, from new Roman towns. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I think I got it for very cheap. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. And yeah, we got an outbid on the artwork. Oh, we can try and get that one, right? Because otherwise it's done in 22 minutes, and the cap party was 34 minutes. Okay. I can't wait for 10 minutes. But yeah, we'll make it work. Mm-hmm. Okay. Stable and barrack with helmets on its own. But it feels like it's stable somewhat, the hammer. Mm, oh yeah, and we got the tournament square to 17. I woke up and I was like, what have Nick been building? We had this queued before he helped, but I mean, wasn't really a priority in my mind, but at least now our rating is good, fast. But it still costs like, I don't know, investment of like 500k to push from level 12 to 17. But it gives more production in its own right. Then question, this will just slow sim, doesn't need resources. I could or should just push everything to cap from the supporters, or rather, maybe I should save it up for when we settle, because then we can boost the warehouse up with this, and then every supporter boosting in, then we can get like a main building, warehouse, and granary 20, and then I can just slow sim from there, just like I'm slow simming fields here. At least that will be relaxing and functional. Oh, it was 1 million? Yeah. Again, we built granaries and we built TS. It would have been better just building fields, but like, let's look at the prizes actually, because now I'm just intrigued. Where is it? Tournament square, there. level 12 to 17. Yeah, that's a million. Ugh. And Hero Mansion. To 20 is 1.5 million. So actually, the price of the Hero Mansion 20 we used to build granaries and Tournament Square instead. So I mean, who cares? It was like 60k more an hour we could have had in the time period that we built those things, and so that's 60k less an hour times like 6 hours or something. Like that's 300k less resources we have. But I mean, but with the rating on top, so it rates better, that lowers that. So, but I mean, it's still a difference of like, I don't know, 100, 200k. But that's if you go into the details of things. Oh yeah, no overflow. That's a win. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you got the big party up and running here pretty quickly. So everything is kind of, I think it's like, this one's running out of the deficit, and this one too. But we're just re-extending big parties and stuff, just making things easy for ourselves. Um, so that's also like a stepping stone you need to do. Like I said, like getting fields to 12 and then parties running and everything, and then while this is running, you can go back to boosting cap fields and stuff. Yeah, we'll see if we get the artwork. We're still bound to get it. More resources for the new town. Excellent. And now we have everything to 4. Cool. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm so far behind. It's also really hard for me to catch up to top 5 now. Like we haven't run parties. Our production was very limited. So even with the alley boost, it really comes to show that if you early game dedicate 2 days fully on just running a hammer compared to, just building up production in 2 days, it's a massive difference. But hey, at least all our defenders like kind of realized yesterday that, or this morning that, oh, it's time to build defense. So yeah, we're back on track, guys. Mm. Oh yeah. So I mean, each dev account should somewhat build. Let's see. A little Houtin, yeah, dev production town. What do you say? If everybody is running 3 to 5, so this is 1 and 6-5 speed, and it's a day. So yeah, if you're running 3 barracks at level 20, that's pretty much 10k phalanx a day, at least if you run with helmet. How many Spartans would that be? Sentinels. 8k sentinels a day. And then, yeah, 1 stable on top. Mm, a little bit more expensive. But hey, does it provide oversight in def power? Yeah, okay, half the phalanx def power. Mm. what about compared to like Roman? Oh, no, that was another. No, dropped in here. Mm. Pushing Legionnaires. Yeah, it's they're equal to Legionnaire in value for def or for cost. It's a little cheaper actually. A lot cheaper. Yeah. I need to sim some stuff, right? It's Le Petit Redouin, the little Huden. It's just the French side, but it's a little bit better in regards to def calculations. You know, here you can only do offensive calculations for offensive units. I think they have some tables for defense and stuff like that, but this actually provides actual. But yeah, here's the link if you want to check it out. They also have some other tools like crop scouting tool, merge calculator. I presume that would be relevant now that we have the merging available. So we're Romans, and then you can calculate, okay, if we gotta merge 1,000 swords a day. Okay, and then it gives that, and or the price in gold. I'm not sure how much you can merge a day for gold. Is it 50 per town or something? It's English? Yeah, I think it has different language settings, but I'm not sure. But hey, thank you to the French. This doesn't work for you, this website? But you are actually in France, aren't you, Paige? I mean, what the hell? Maybe you need to unblock it, or I don't know. I've never had any restrictions accessing it. Hmm. It can also be because it's built in PHP or something, so you have some browser issues. I'm actually not sure. I can't help you troubleshoot there. So yeah, we're just doing cap fields, right? So yeah, we'll just wait for it to fill up, and then we'll NPC a field and then wait again. And resources, we're just saving up. And it's okay. No, wait. God damn it. I was not supposed to go to the hammer. I was supposed to go here because it just lost its oasis, right? Ugh. So that'll take us 5 minutes to rotate. Actually, we should just queue some horses. Before he switched town, we should still have like 2 hours here, yeah. And siege we can do without helmet, so yeah, but it's still running, so cool. That will help. And you made a training queues link. Thank you, Miller. I was just about thinking like, why haven't they made it as a hotkey over here? And then I was like, I can add it to the link list, and then I see this beauty. Thank you. That's right, Nick. Time to go big. I'm just gonna sim. I mean, I'm gonna build these two. And then I can start thinking about what to do. But I kind of want to push fields to 18 ASAP. Or I think it was 16. Then we can at least at that time build a new Roman town. I guess we could place it there or something, just so it's easy to push into. And then we can just rotate the troops over. This one would also be a raiding town, right? So, I mean, probably this one I want to take and claim the oasis. But I mean, if I take this one, I could steal the 50% and this one could just still take those two. I mean, just being pragmatic. I mean, it doesn't need to be close per se either. A little easier for boosting later on. Yeah, so I should totally fill it up like that. Too bad there's no oasis we can grab here. Yeah. Oh. Wow, he actually took the 25%. Oh, but he doesn't contest the 50. So I could just delete this guy. Hmm. 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 I don't want to kill farms per se, but then we could take out the hero mansion 20 if we remove it. But right now I don't mind that it's there. I think if overall we could like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 warehouses we need for 18s, and then 1, 2, 3 more granaries we could actually build in the capital minus stonemason if we want that. So I mean, we're not missing any space right now. I should probably start taking down buildings like barracks and this. Like we got the trade office, so we could start setting up the account as well as we can. Hmm. I hit it with residents. I helped Patronus to. He's trying to chief it now. And he wrote me something the other day after the stream, like, "Oh, your capital is looking good. Mine is shit. It's 50%." I can't remember where is he. He's not one of the biggest accounts. But there it is. Yeah. I got 50, bro. I got 50. It's still 100%, you know, so Egypt is nice and oh, he's being contested by that guy. Oh, Egos is actually in our quad? Wait, what? That's the leader of the Sky Alliance. And he's in our quad? Wait, what is going on? Why is I just ignored him. I mean, I still will, but I mean, and he's running a Hun hammer right there next to Patronus cap or wait, what? What the fuck did he spawn there or he probably did. And then he settled this one and has that as cap. Well, no, but oh, he can take it for both his caps. And that's why, okay. But I mean, Patronus started finally achieving that 100%. But oh my god, dude, we should totally kill that Egos guy in the long run. Otherwise, he's gonna be an issue. But I think we got some. But yeah, then ooh, bug. Sword of the swordsman? What? But he's Spartan. Okay, he bought a random weapon. Okay. I mean, most likely he would be building defense. But who knows? close to that hammer. But yeah, there's something fishy going on. I don't like it. Okay, so he spawned there, but he's not really investing into a full hammer. I mean, marksman, yeah, maybe he's doing a marksman hammer, like, yeah, whatever. I'm so far from the enemies now. I mean, I'm just gonna chill. But I mean, I can easily take the hammer and we go hitting around, dude. I think Kovian got a hammer brewing here too, right? They should. Looks like it at least. And we can just start running hammer trains for shits and giggles. Oh. So yeah, I think it's gonna take him a while chiefing that Natar in gray zone, but I think he'll make it work. Did we get the artwork? Yeah, and it gives max value. Yeah, so I should just use it. Boom. And then cap resets. And these in 5, 1, 10. We need 8, 1, 2, 6 parties plus passive. So, I mean, we can probably settle again in 10 hours ish. There's a lot of these ones that reset in that period. So that means tomorrow morning. And we managed to move the hero, which means I should probably have calculated on this, but oh, we're losing half. And then we hit it again. Ah, okay, that's not a problem. And then it's clean, yeah. And he hasn't died, so perfect. I'll rather have that compared to the iron stuff here, and nobody's really contesting it. So then we can add this one to this one, and this one to this one, and yeah. Hey, Rapsackle! Yeah, I haven't seen you around this round, so welcome back, bro. Let's see, simming. I could also boost one of each to 10, but let's see how many resources we have after fixing BO2 NPC town and then these fields. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm just happy people can get some use out of the YouTube videos. Not like I'm investing into editing them, and yeah, that bites me in the ass. Also in regards to music copyright issues and stuff, but at least it's easy click of a button to put it into the history books. Yeah. This is a terrible cap. Oh well. And condensated water everywhere. Oh. clear that up. So, how's the overflow time? 20 minutes. Oh, again, everything is pretty chill. Yeah, save up. Queues are acceptable. We stopped our upgrades and all that. Like, we don't need it, right? So, I see we upgraded the catapults a little bit. But I think next time we're gonna use the hammer, we're just gonna max out all the upgrades. Maybe we should start bidding on bandages. I don't know, guys. Wasn't really money I was looking into investing per se. But I mean, if we can get it at these prices, I don't mind. Yeah, probably not gonna get them. There's not a lot. But I mean, if you're gonna get bandages ever, then with Roman, it's pretty good return of investment. So simming up, and now we got the 3 settlers. Yay! And yeah, and they're both next to Hammer, very close, short travel time to the capital for distribution, and easy to spend down. And yeah, it doesn't need an oasis or anything. I mean, it could get one. This one doesn't have one. So, but yeah, they don't need to. They're not going to get waterworks or anything either. And there we got the hit. Oh yeah, Miller was a champ for us yesterday with our farm list. I was just stacking up units and stuff like that. But nah, he extended our list a fair bit and then added extra. So it would last like for 24 hours or more without having to be updated. And still with some stuff to spare, I guess. Whatever that is. So pretty mellow. Yeah, and then we can boost after this is settled. But hey, 5 minutes and we settle. So a little break time. 36 to 40 hours, you'll be in war mode. Okay, but that's around cap area, right? It has nothing to do with your spawn area, which is what I was interested in. But yeah. We'll go fight, but yeah, it'll take a few days. That's also why we're building siege again. Then maybe we can get to like 1k catapults, 1k rams, and then we can kind of break anything we want. And we can manage to get a lot more troops. We can also sim some more, yay. And then, yeah. I just want to kind of move them to 10, so whenever we need them, we can easily build them, and it's low cost, and we get some CP from it and stuff. But now it's a little too expensive, so I don't want to prioritize it. Did the hero return? Yeah, in 1 minute. could also autocomplete this field, but I mean, it's extravagant to do. But zero. We got the new town, so and it'll be. I think I'll just copy paste that, drop it in there, and then always for some reason it has to go to the top, and then you have to move it to the bottom. Why, bros? Why? Stupid interface. Mm. What account were you on, Dan? Oh, Covan. But wait, no, that was you guys who had a spawn hammer, right? Over. Oh, why am I looking at this view mode? Oh, and then you had a spawn hammer there, right? But now your problem is your cab area. Oh, where's that in correlation? Ah, yeah, and then your spawn hammers, yeah, down there, and then you settled there. Okay. But yeah, yeah, bro. It looks like we need to go into a war with Sky, to be honest. Like, this bro should have a spawn hammer, but they're not really building a spawn hammer, and now they're building there instead. And yeah, dude, and they can't help you right now because they're not building a real hammer. But I presume you make your own, so a Roman, perhaps. So yeah, but just let us know in advance, and we can play some defense. Um, but I was boosting. I should probably queue something for simming here. And yeah, that will just save up resources. So again, main plan is just to get storages up. Too bad it's not a Roman town, so we could build some fields at the same time, but you know. But let's see what we can get it to. But it looks like we're running out. Time is running out. And as we get fields on this one and the other one, then we can get a reset on the health on the hero. That's at least something. Oh, oops. And then there. What's the cap on it? 30. Yeah, I was hoping we could just, easily boost like this. Maybe use a little gold on it additionally. I should probably wait. They have the same travel time. This one I should just boost from capital. I could. This one I don't want to. I think we can be extravagant and boost a little from the hammer here. now just to help with the storages. I mean, oh, great. I didn't build anything to actually see what's coming in with the market in case we get attacked. Let's get that up. Boom. So yeah, the hammer coming in and then the supporters in a bid. Could have sent that earlier, but you know. Oh yeah, yeah, the French website is pretty good. It has some of the tools that are missing here and in Kirill. Uh, so yeah, I was also very happy when Miller showed it to me. Um, yeah, so that landed. Yeah, I should just max out. And this should lower the distribution of resources pretty well. We can do one more time. Then we can just sim a field or two. While we wait, and this one, did it claim it yet? No. But he can do that now. Sim some more there. This one. Just make more fields. What overall? 26k won't overflow 15, 40. Yeah, we'll overflow and crop in 12 minutes. But we'll just boost up a little bit. Uh, just to oh yeah. It has trade office. It's way too wild for me. But I think if we sent that, then we get a lot of clay, so we can get a little bit more of each, and then we can probably build this to level 17 or something. Here in like 2 minutes, yeah. So Dan, you're not running a hammer at your cap area? You're just running defense there? Do I understand you correctly? Okay, you are running a Spartan hammer. Okay, well then you guys are doing great. I mean, if you're doing full hybrid or being able to run spawn hammer, main hammer, and 2 death towns, that sounds pretty wild. Like at least considering what I can run right now. So I mean, don't overdo it. Just develop your fields as well. I mean, the defenders should be defending, right? You shouldn't necessarily, but if you got one barrack running at level 20, that would be pretty sweet. But don't put yourself too much behind. Okay, and then a TT town. Yeah, okay, but then that can pump phalanx. Yeah, I guess we just keep queuing there. All right. Sounds great, Dan. But yeah, that's a great checkpoint to reach. 14s, if I had that, that would also be 400k production, then you can kind of do whatever you want. The cap can pay for everything. And then you have supporters on top. So yeah, are we getting some resources? Come on. There we go. How's this looking now? Could be worse. I got fucking bit by a tick yesterday. It's like I barely touched any tall grass and it got me, and it was like a small baby thing, and I didn't really have anything to take it out with, and then I think I left kind of, you learn how to take them out correctly, and I totally didn't, and I just kept going in further, and it was so little, and I couldn't remove it, and yeah. Uh, uh. They are a plague upon mankind. What should I do? It will overflow, right? 23K, 30, 38. No, it actually won't. So maybe I should just, but I want to keep simming fields. Let's just work towards party. And then we can just keep simming for now. This one is banking up. Yeah, all good. Oh, and you managed to secure, right? 125%. Ah, where are you? It's all the way over. Wait, what? Oh yeah, it was up here. Yeah, those two and this one. But yeah, I mean, if you don't control it and kill people, oh, you're right next to the VV. But yeah, you gotta remove people, at least to keep stuff safe. And these guys just require one hit and it's gone. But hey, nice of them to leave it alone. But yeah, with all your production of units, it makes sense that your capital is so low pop. Oh, I needed to sim. And there we got it. Home in a minute, can go back to hammer queuing. They're starting to look bad, right? Yeah, 1 hour. And none of our NPC towns here will have any oasis, so well, we could take for one of them, but that's whatever. Yeah, I didn't know what Woa was either, so village oasis, I presume it stands for, but okay. Yeah, we can build some more greenery. Bum bum. But it's not a lot coming in here, but at least it can give us like a warehouse level, or maybe we could complete the greenery. And then we can do a boost again of all the small stuff. Should probably boost from here. We did finish the field, right? Yeah. Wait, but we have a lot of resources here. Why didn't I boost from here? That was because I was doing something. But maybe I was just thinking it was only hero going on here. So cool, that means we don't need to boost from cap. We can just wait for this to come in and then NPC down, and then we can fill from everything. So 5 minutes of simming. Cool. Oh, hey Jules. Thanks for the prime. Why is it out of alignment though, but whatever. um, so thank you. And hey, Piso, I'm able to watch your stream. Big fan here. Love your content. Thank you. Love you too. Um, so, uh, yeah, I think we also managed to fix everything. So that will run. Keep wondering if I should move it up here. If this is smoother to look at and work with. Probably is because from now on we'll only be settling supporters. Maybe we will also have hammer plus merge towns. So maybe that will fill up a little bit more. But this looks better, I think. Hey Gamdr, what's the reason for Roman hammer? Well, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. But the main reason is, I don't know. It's just strong. So yeah, it's mainly because it's strong. Okay, I can try and list it up. So there's merging on the server. You can merge for gold, which means the fewer units you have to merge in, the cheaper by doing it with gold. And then at the same time, EIs are good for rating, quick speed. And on this server, you know, Empyreans have 5 more in damage. EIs have have 10 more in damage. So I mean, we could also just do CES, but again, their travel time is less. So I have considered also why I wanted to do imps, because we're not going to be merging legionnaires. We could, but imps is 10% stronger than legionnaires on this server. So still kind of want to stick to those. And then we could be building Caesaris for merging as well, because they are just powerful. They also have like 10 more in strength, or is it 5 more in strength or something on this server. So quite good. And then yeah, last time I did a Roman, I was a good hammer, and now I get even more value from it, and I can merge into it, so it's just gonna be a beast. So that's why I'm doing Roman. The merging cost is 2 times the cost of a unit, so it's equal to a grade. You know, grades are 3 times the value, but on merging, it's like you build it in one town for the standard price, and then when you merge it, it pays double that amount. So it's equal to grades, and that's also why you don't need to build grade buildings in your main hammer, because you can just merge everything instead of running grades. So, I mean, it's a little bit more complicated here. You could just queue it in that town, but you know, it would leave up more space for warehouse and granary and stuff. So I won't be building grades in the hammer. So trying to work out how the server works with the rules and game system, and then we're just gonna try and combine it the best we can with the features and functionalities. So keep simming. Does it cost gold? Yes, you can merge with gold, but only to a limit of like 50 gold, or maybe 20. I don't know. I haven't really checked the limits, but I mean, 50 gold is equal to like 1500 imps or something like that. Yeah. You hit the max with 50 gold. Yeah. Yeah, you can. You don't have to use gold either. You can just use the resources. So, but there's just a max limit, so it doesn't become broken, you know. Yeah, so hero coming over. And then we can do the adventure. And then the push landed. So in 1 minute we can finish this to 20, and then we can do a full push. But that was in 2 minutes. And how long does this take? Uh, 4 minutes. Yeah, I should just boost. And then we can finish the warehouse. Considering we can push from all the boosters there. I mean, I could even move this into this list, but I mean, I like having it separate for now. Oh, some guy's faking you. 16 hours away. Enjoy it, Nick. Enjoy it. Badge of honor. Mhm. Yeah, so in most cases, yeah, as Nick says, you merge the horses with gold and then use it and pay for infantry or, you know, lowering things in regards to costs and what's most efficient. Damage power. So there goes the hero. And here I should remember to build this up. Hey, Amit. Well, I've been streaming for a few days, I guess, here and there. Not gonna be too extravagant about it. Just chilling. Whenever there's a special occasion. Dingus Capper dying. You know, uh, free content for everybody. But yeah. Oh my God, Jolly Joker is pushing us out of top 20 and top 10. Okay, 50k more. I like it. I think cap should continue to build up. That is a necessity. There we go. That's to 20. And then 30. Yeah, no flow. So we should just casual sim some more. Grab that. Yeah, we can use that to complete the warehouse. And then we can, in principle, just replicate it so it ends up looking like this, right? So I'll fix for town hall and stuff like that, and then we can take down things. But otherwise, just sim on the fields like this one, and then we'll complete these two in production, plus cap fields 14 should be done. What was our overall production? They cost, what was it, 180 or something like that? 110, 80, 90, 95. Okay, 200k an hour. And our overall production is, so we can make 2 an hour, 2.5. That's 2 hours. 3, 4, 5 hours. That's around midnight server time. And then 14s will be done, and then we'll just slow sim these in the meantime. Then we can boost up these to 10. It'll take like 2 extra hours. Then it's 3 at midnight or something like that, conservatively. And then Miller can spend like 3 hours building up granary capacity in this one as well. And then we'll have around 400k production split on, that'll give us like 3-4 hours offline time. So yeah, I think that's somewhere where that plan is. And this just keeps running on the side. Like I haven't calculated those resources in, but that was maybe also a problem because for running siege we need to feed it a little bit. So, but again, that doesn't change like the progression. What buildings we have in cap? Right now it's just storage foundation. We need 2 to 20 for Hero Mansion. Not necessarily for the capacity of our fields, but that's why you built that. And then we pretty much just have 3 granaries for now. We could have more, obviously, but we're building them elsewhere for now. We need 7 warehouses because we're doing 18s pre-arty. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which leaves 1, 2, 3 spaces for extra granaries in reality. But yeah, we're just running an NPC cycle of roughly an hour right now. It's probably less because we've been upgrading the hero mansion, right? So we'll probably do a little bit more, 1 or 2 granaries. So I'm not gonna drop any more warehouses today. I might fill these 2 up with granaries. I was also taking down everything to kind of lay the foundation of what we need. But we're not running units in the capital or anything. It's just gonna be a feeder. And yeah, it's 150. We just took it now, so. And then with the waterworks on top, it gives us 88% more, so yeah. Or not 88% more, 38% more. So 90, 100. So right now we have like 110, 120% cropper. On top of the 150, so around 250% cropper right now or something like that. So I think, I'm not sure what's most cost efficient, but this one costs 200k. Maybe we should push waterworks to like 18 or 20 even before we do the cap fields, because they cost they're cheaper, but I'm not sure how much they're boosting additionally. It's 5% more, 5% on divided by 100 by 5%. Each level on the waterworks will give us 14k more an hour. No, that's very aggressive. That's wrong. It's wrong math. But it will give 5% on top of the production value, right? So these fields, but that's total production. That's that one, right? So divided by 100 times 5. Oh, wait. My math is not mathing. Divided by 100. It's because of the comma there. It's fucking over my calculator. 54,915 divided by 100 times 5%. Yeah. Getting that field up would give us 2,700. So under 3k. while a field will give us 4K. So it doesn't matter if I upgrade a field or if I upgrade the waterworks at its current level. So the next one would be even more expensive. So I could upgrade the waterworks to level 17. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Do I have the best production, Jules? No. No. We're 17 in production. Because I built an early game hammer. I built 3 towns and then I started massing out a hammer. And then we killed this guy. And some other guys that had forwarded next to us. So no. So my production is very bad. But that was a price I was willing to pay to get that cropper. So yeah, it's not necessarily cost efficient, Kara, yeah. But we just calculated that, so but it's thanks for the input. Yeah, we'll make it work. Oh, I needed to sim, right? Yeah. Save me, Miller, save me. Can't just sit and do lists. But yeah. Oh wait, I could. Plan was to have completed this, right? But I don't think even we can get it to like 19. I would just be nice spreading that out, getting everything. But maybe I should just slow some fields. Doesn't matter. Could also boost the cap. Oh yeah, bouncing 3 times. We bounced 2 times. 1 time there, 1 time here, and then we settled. So, but yeah, can't have 3 bouncing. Then it's too much. I wish I knew when his chief was landing. Yeah, nothing there. You need a lot of warehouses compared to. Why not just make those in cap? Well, there's not enough space because we need way more. But us being able to route from here, when we suddenly make, when it's 18 fields, we make 950K an hour. And even if we got 3 more granaries, which I just said we could build, that would still get us to 480K capacity. That's still 45 minutes. So having 2 towns here with 900K capacity extra, that gives us 2 hours plus 45 minutes plus small distribution of crop into all the supporters. That would give us roughly like 3 hours, 4 hours of offline time, depending on how many granaries we have in the supporters. So that's the whole premise of it. I don't know how many extra Roman towns we'll build. At least 2. 1 full town of marching plus, but we can sustain way more. So I think we're gonna build like, we're probably just gonna fill this area with Roman towns, or maybe one over here to take the Iron Oasis or something. But yeah, I mean, I think we're probably gonna end up with like, we're not running greats in the hammer either, right? So we need to have that extra towns. So I don't know. Yeah, between 3 and 5 extra Roman towns for merching and EI rating. So something like that. At least then we can always merch more. But again, we're not building anything else. So it's a simple life. But what difference it makes if you have more than one NPC? Yeah. But I mean, yes, one value from NPC towns is that instead of NPCing every time you have 300, you can NPC every time you have 600 or when it's built 900, right? So it's less gold intensive, but we're building it for storage space at night so we can rotate crop there. So it's just for crop capacity so we don't have overflow when we're not on account. That's the only premise because it's not necessarily beneficial. It has less production than a normal town and can't make units in it. And but when residence is 20, we can take that down and then we can build a treasure chamber. And then this one can store an artifact of some kind, and then people can chief it. And then there's enough crop capacity, so it's easy for teammates to hold def there. So there's a lot of different values from this kind of town in the long run, but right now it's not really cost efficient. So yeah. So it's not something you necessarily need, but it's nice to have. Then the question is, I think if I boost now, then in like 15 minutes with our current cap production, then we can probably put a waterworks level on. How's the queues looking? Bad. Yeah, now heroes returning. Got some ointments. Wow. Ah, shit. Is he on lists? No. Miller's slacking. Okay, at least we're not Oasis rating. That's also a reason why we're not doing that. I mean, then we can't miss a scent timing. That would cost us a lot of units here at 10-minute, no scenting. Oh, you played with stunks. Yeah. No, this is another team. This is not stunks. We've played with them a few times, but this is something else. Holy shit, niggas. 2 MMs. Time to make alliance bonus. Start donating. Metal, troops, commerce, philosophy. Yeah, just at low level. Yeah, that's fine. But is it 25% of our overall production, which means I need to pay 130, pretty much. But that's fine. If I had just... I should have done that instead of doing the crop fields in the cap, but I guess we can do the waterworks and then we can save up and then we can donate and then we can go back to saving up for fields. I guess that's the best way to do it. It requires 100. I got 20, 30K landing. So we can donate in like 15 minutes, right? And then we can save up for alley bonuses. At least then we can get commerce and all the other things. At least metallurgy is running and now recruitment and then, yeah, just lay the foundation. Any insight on item crafting? Have you tried it out? Well, no, because it's not been available. They just made that post about it, right? And it's not even specific. News and notes. Is that here? What was the link called? Here's everything you need to know. And I'm fairly sure it didn't contain much that I actually wanted to know, but I haven't really read it, but I see there's very few information on it. And I don't think it's playable anywhere yet. So, but we can look that over. Let me just make sure we're simming something. Yeah, I'll just have to go back to it in a little bit. But again, very short article. Introducing item crafting. A new era begins. A powerful new feature arrives to define hero equipment and player strategy item crafting. Well, that's overselling it, right? This brand new system adds depth, progression, and strategic decision making to how you manage your hero's gear. Here's everything you need to know. A new hero tab in the hero menu. So, I mean, so a new tab here. So maybe they're gonna take weapons all the way out of it, or maybe it'll just make you able to filter all weapons only and gear. Oh, yeah, so maybe you can make everything better, even standards and stuff like that. That could be pretty sweet, but yeah. Your hero now has access to a crafting tab, available directly in the hero interface. From here you can attack with the forge, the central hub for 3 actions. 3 key actions. Forge new items. Smelt, recycle gear into a new resource called material. So either you can use a weapon as it is or a material maybe. Choose to receive 1 material instantly or 2 after a short waiting period. Okay, yeah. I'm sure this one costs gold for instantly doing it. Otherwise you can queue it, right? Refine items. Combine 2 identical items with material to upgrade them into a superior category, right? So you take 2 small standards plus a craft item and then you put it together, but that requires either 1 previous weapon of some other kind or a half a weapon, right? Material resource. A brand new resource. Material is essential to the crafting process. It comes in all rarity tiers and is obtained through smelting or acquired via auction, right? So you can sell those tools for others to buy. Smelting an item of a certain rarity will provide you with the material of the same rarity. Managing your stock becomes key to progression. I'm not really a fan of it. what I fear happens now, right? They're upgrading so you get twice the amount of adventures, but that's still not a lot. And for golders or small no gold people trying to sell their gear, I think this means that they will sell less gear and they will try and create more materials for selling. They will try to prioritize creating their own weapons to then sell on the auction house. I feel like they're going to create a bottleneck or something in this interface where available materials or items will not be as available as they think they will be, but I could be wrong. Because all of this is also very dependent on what else is on the server. You also need to use 2 identical items. And with the current drop rates, I don't think I rarely get weapons. I rarely get stuff. So getting 2 of the same kind is kind of hard to do unless you sit and buy it. And then that requires people to sell it, but then people are not selling them because they're waiting for finding more of that same type of item. I mean, but here in the long run, people don't really don't really, well, there's always some kind of weapons, right? But prices gets lower, you can create different things and buy them for cheaper. But I mean, I don't know how much availability there will be and if it becomes even less. I don't know. Okay. I'm just trying to see things in a negative light, I guess. But yeah, managing your stock becomes key to progression, right? So how can you sell out of all your stock and then hope for finding other things you need? You know, crafting is governed by 3 tiers of item progression. Okay, 3 tiers. Oh, okay, it said rarity tiers. Okay, so there's 3 tiers of rarity, I guess. Unlocked as the game world ages, so okay, so we have to wait for it. But that's normal given when you have 2 identical items of a tier level. But okay. H's, you're used to these as green, blue, and purple sets of items. Yes, while the same principle will remain, the tiers will now be named qualities. And their level indicated by the material indicator being quality 1, 2, 3. Okay, so as you normally have tier 1 items, light tier 1 armor, it's quality 1. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no overflow. How's the boost going? Yeah, 5 more minutes. In addition to these qualities, items now have 4 rarity levels. So, okay, so you can create quality 1 epic items that are equal to quality 3 common items in that regard, you see? So creating a quality 1 epic item might also be a lot better than items released when quality 2 comes out before artifacts. So then people can maybe make a quality 2 merged uncommon or rare item, but quality 1 epic items might still be better than that. So there will be different things and types and rarity available at different levels. All items and materials exist in these rarity categories except epic, which must be crafted. Yeah. But does that mean that I can suddenly find a rare quality 2 item that drops? I think so. But what require me from moving from 2 rare? If I've merge and craft 2 quality, 2 uncommon items and merge them, then it becomes quality 2 rare, I presume. So yeah, we'll see. To upgrade an item to a higher category, two identical lower category item plus one matching material, right? Gives one upgraded item. To craft a random item, three materials of the same rarity will forged into a random item of the same category. Wait, what? Oh, that sounds bad. Wait, what? Three materials, which is a quality one item of the same rarity, three common quality ones, plus no, it doesn't require matching material. But so you use three quality ones. So I would always say that having three materials of the same kind is better to upgrade in regards to getting a more uncommon or rare one instead of just like, let's say you have three Praetorian weapons and you want a Legionnaire weapon. Then there you have what, 10% chance or 20% chance of actually getting a Legionnaire weapon, but it might be anything else. So you're sacrificing three weapons to getting a random item of the same category. And what is item? Does that also includes helmets? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no. What? This seems impractical. In total, 312 new items have been added to the game, accounting for all tribes, right? So a lot of new available game gear. I like that though. Um, yeah. Yeah, we can talk about balance in a little bit. I think I just want to kind of go over everything first. To support the increased item flow, right? That was one of the things I highlighted, like that's going to be a problem. The auction house has been reworked and will launch globally ahead of Reign of Fire. So globally, so it's going to be on all servers? No, no way. It's not something they can introduce all of a sudden, boom, into this server. I presume they could, but damn, that's a lot of expect faster browsing, better filtering, and smoother trading to keep up with the new volume of gear. Right, guys, right. It's gonna be so smooth. Faster browsing. No way, bros. That has never happened in the history of Travian. Things have never gotten smoother. More loot, more power. Adventures have been reworked according to this new mechanic. You now get twice the adventures, that one I mentioned, right? Upon start, availability will increase according to half refresh rate. Okay, so I get, well, I would still, raid with the hero, and you would always, and question is, have they reworked the first 10 adventures? Or is that still standard? So I don't think necessarily you will benefit more by doing a lot of adventures early compared to raiding. But at least that seems nice. But that means maybe you can get the book really quick also because of how fast the adventures start. I'm not sure. Again, I can't really comment. I can only speculate. Availability will increase according to half refresh rate, so still double up on the but the spawn rate of adventures still lowers throughout the server, right? So item drop rates have also been improved. Item drops rates have been improved to ensure players will benefit regularly from much needed items. So does that, I presume it affects the drop rate for what you already have in your inventory, or it improves the drop rate of. So it must be based on what actually gear you already have. I have hard to say. I have a hard time seeing how well things will work. Oh yeah, shit. Fuck, I forgot. I had lists now. Miller, fuck you, bro. 4-minute rate timer, go. Yes. Um, sim. And then I was talking about making this. Yeah, we can build that in a little bit. But what did you guys say about it? So yeah, I'm not really sure right now if it's only coming on Reign of Fire, but they said they introduced it globally, so I presume it should come on every server, but I'm not really sure. Yeah. The need for gold in this game is why they can't get a big player base anymore. Absolutely. I absolutely agree. I don't mind paying for the game, um, but it is far from the price of a AAA game. Unless you are, 4 or 5 duels on an account and share the price, then yes, it's the price of a AAA game for everybody involved, which is fine. But the game is supposed to be single player, right? So they did lower the price of gold, but not enough at all. This one should be 10,000 gold. I mean, then you have my attention. Because gold only gets you so far. I mean, you can buy everything in auction house, you can boost and NPC everything, and it still gives you a limit to what you achieve, at least for the NPC rate and auto completions in regards to your account development. Then this gives a little bit of resource advantage depending on amount of books and cages and ointments and gear, but it's still not something that like if you don't touch gear and only do development, you're still going to be at the same level as the guy buying gear easily. So, I mean, uh, yeah. But yeah, but I like that there's coming some gear. I just really fear for the balancing as it is right now. And completing that to 83, yeah, 9-2. So that gave us like 10k extra. Yeah, exactly. AAA game cost a little bit more to develop, right? It's like, but their problem is you can also see it from my stream here, right? We have a lot of distribution from people all around the world, and you have people in Iran who has a hard time accessing gold functions because of restrictions for selling and stuff like that. You have people in Brazil. It's apparently also way back in the day. It was a nice game played from Brazil. There was a lot of big player base and people still play it, but it's not somebody who can put on tons of gold. And it's the same in Asia and stuff like that. And um, it makes the accessibility of the game a lot less for a lot of people. So cheaper game. But I mean, now you get these fancy auctions, so maybe you can craft a nice weapon and then you can get a lot of gold onto your account. But then you give attack value to the enemies and stuff like that instead of, I don't know, in trade of gold for your account. So I'm not sure how that's gonna help you out in the end game. So yeah. They've never tried a free-to-play server. A lot of people have asked for it, because it does a different amount of things. If you pay to play for, like, say, like, I would never make it fully free, but if you pay when you start your account, you pay, I don't know, $1 or $2, and then yeah, you play without gold at all on the server, or you get a set amount of gold for everybody, and then I would love to play a server like that where it's just full skill based. Um, but I think they will have a hard time with the whole auction house and everything with those different functionalities on top of it. So I don't know, but thanks for the prime, Mr. Puppy, not a poop, poop. But server's doing great. I mean, slow and steady, people dying, we killing people, it has everything you want it to have so far. And it looks pretty mellow and chill, so we're chilling as much as possible, but now we're saving up so we can do alliance bonuses. At least we can get done with. Oh, all 4 are running right now, so super easy, chill, easy. So it would provide no value for me to boost anything. But if I wanted to boost anything, it would probably be recruitment. But maybe Nick made a new means people right now first can start donating again tonight. But donations don't restart each night. But first of all, can still catch up and donate again in the morning. But he didn't specify. But yeah, I would say recruitment is more important getting up. Commerce 60, meh. Metal, meh. Field, meh. This one, more hammer for our standard production hammers. That's good. Oh, and I forgot to send raid list, but I can just do that now and then reset the timer. Hey, sir. But yeah, no gold would probably be more like the old days. And I don't think anybody would complain about that with all the new game features and stuff. We can sim that. Well, you can always play Deaf Puppy. God damn it. You're just a poop guy now. But don't I have a poop emoji now? Didn't I make one? Oh, that's because it's the frequently used. Where is it? Or maybe it got removed. I didn't. I don't know. Or maybe I never uploaded it. Well, I feel like I'm getting stabbed in the back by Twitch and Travian Games. They're all out to get me. It's one big conspiracy. Yeah, slow simming, guys. I'm not really sure what I should be boosting right now. Hammer here, I think I changed to, no, I tried to change to helmet for infantry so we can queue that. Oh, that gave us 2.5 hours. That's not too bad. And then we just need to queue those two. Okay, we just need to donate to everything, you say, every day. That's fair. Yeah, I got that, Nick, in regards to donations. Well, that's fine. It was also very cheap. Like, I'm supposed to donate 125K, and like, it's nothing. So it's perfect. Yeah. So very organic growth. I like it. As long as people remember to do it, but it should be good. I'm not 150K. I'm 130K. Actually, I'm closer to 125K, but I rounded it up. But if you want, I can donate 150. It's all good. We're just saving resources anyways. Let's just reset the timer. And then hero needs to do nothing. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to the whole item crafting thing and more adventures. But there's one thing I'm not seeing here, and that is the biggest issue with all of these mechanics. And can you guys guess what it is? I know I kind of thrown you a curveball here, but it's something I haven't mentioned before. And nobody's guessing, so doesn't matter. But that is a very simple mechanic, which is fucking hero travel times. Um, even now, sending hero out, you can suddenly get adventures that are, 8 hours away. Why is my screen so light all of a sudden? Oh well, now I should turn off Force SDR, otherwise it's way too bright. Yeah, there's a flashbang going on, right? I don't get it. I'm not sure what triggered it. I didn't touch anything. But now we're gonna do dark mode here. At least it's better than night mode. Have you guys seen that? Jesus Christ. Enable night mode. Wait, is it because it's not late enough? When does it switch? Probably later. First in 2 hours. They actually created a very nice dark mode. It could be a nice dark mode. But the problem is, I want to run dark mode all day. That's one thing. So why do you trigger it only a few times a day? And at the same time, I'll show you maybe today or another day. You say it's 2 hours away. So, well, at least an hour and 45 minutes. I'm not going to wait around for it, but it works. It's nice dark mode, except from these 2 pages. This is somewhat bright, while this one is super dark and you can't barely see anything. And it's like, so you have, like, you can see here, it's the same color scheme pretty much. And in the night mode, it's like 2 different types of coloring, and it's annoying. And then every element here is not brightened down. So you see everything else is darker, except from this box and this box and this box and this box. So now instead of having full light, you just have light sources just into your eyes, and it's awkward. I mean, but they're very close to actually having a dark mode, but they're still not doing it right. I mean, color me impressed. Um, Alt tab. No. Hey, Damien. I'm not sure what Alt-Tab would actually do in this case. Not really. Didn't do anything. Just showing my programs, so. Reset. Let's see, properties, force str. But yeah, now it's back to normal. I'm not sure if that because of the Alt-Tab thing, but hey, thank you, I guess. Maybe. I'm not sure. I didn't even do anything. I'm not sure I didn't Alt-Tab at all myself while I was just jumping around here. I'm pretty much just sitting here with the mouse, you know. So weird stuff. Very weird. Change account time. I'm not sure it would be triggered by a timer. And isn't it buggy to some extent? But yeah, maybe we could go for 01 server time. So if we're in the Galapagos right now, and we have no, that didn't work. 2 at night. That didn't help. No. Hey, we got night mode. We found a time zone. Is there a store? No, I don't think so. But as you can see, you know, it's nice with dark mode, but if they were like 50% opacity or 25% on all these menus over here, or they just actually change the color scheme, then it would be very pleasant as a dark mode, and I would always run it. But this is it's a little flashy, and it doesn't really do the trick of creating a dark mode. It just creates a 50% dark mode. So that's a bit tilting for me. And then what I said before in regards to darkness, you know, when I was switching between these two, it was the same light intensity, but if you click here, it's a very different, like, it becomes dark to bright on everything, kind of. And then dark, bright. So I don't like that switch. So either, and this is too dark. This is too dark, I feel. So if they, but again, that's also because I'm like, yeah, I'm not, am I supposed to look into darkness, or am I supposed to look into light, because it's very dark and then very bright? And I always switch a lot between these when I'm simming, and it's just, why are you doing this to me? And then this one, yeah, but otherwise it's nice. I like it. It's cozy, and you know, but if they created the same brightness that this have over here, or vice versa, I guess. But it's just this one, it's nice to see the buildings and everything. Here it's becomes a little harder to see the actual fields. That's why this brightness is probably better to work with. And then this, you know, but these interface needs to get toned down completely. Put the menu dark brown. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just alter the color or something, you know, but they should have a color scheme somewhere they can work with. But again, it's a lot of different interface parts. Maybe it's based on pictures. I'm not really sure how they load all these things. So there's a lot to rework. But if you're reworking everything else and creating a goddamn dark mode to some extent, then go all the way. This is bullshit. So yeah, it triggers me. It annoys me. And it doesn't do what we want it to do, right? So I'm not, I don't like running it. I like the idea. It's 50% there, and if they actually completed it, I would be happy, but now we're back to server time. So in a brightness sense of things, there's not that much difference, and then I'll rather play this and tone down my screen or whatever. They, yeah, they screwed the pooch on that one, which is quite sad. And then the fact that you need to enable night mode and it only runs for a certain time. I mean, so would I have to sit? I only want to run dark mode. Okay, then I need to switch interface or time zone all day round to get the dark mode. I mean, what are you doing, guys? And dark mode is bugged in Gaul villages? What do you mean? Can you send me a screenshot, Kara? I want to see the bug. You can just drop it in my server Discord, in the FNUC Discord. The wall is off center. That sounds weird. Oh, dude. What time zone did I use? It was something weird. It was down here around Kathmandu or something. Perth. Try that. I mean, that should be nighttime stuff. But yeah, I don't have any gold towns, so you know, I'm not as cool as the rest of you. Yeah, but we can soon boost for the alliance, so that's nice. But I think otherwise after that it's 14s, 2 of them, because now Waterworks is starting to be a little more expensive. 13. Yeah, it costs more than a field for only 5%. Huh. I see what you mean. So this is Gaul. The wall is supposed to be up here. So it kind of doesn't look wrong, but you know, it overlaps with the fields here and here. I'm sorry for tormenting you guys. But yeah, so it's out of alignment, out of placement. I don't know what they're doing. Weird stuff. So, I mean, so why are Tiki investing into a feature that people are not really using or can't use? Because it's definitely not because they don't want to, but either they can't use it because it's broken, they can't use it because it's not functioning properly, and they're being forced and locked out of it for at least, what, 18 hours a day, maybe. Oh, didn't I just send it? God damn it. Yeah, I did. Oh well. Getting triggered by the alarm. Yeah, weird. Yeah, but yeah, and you're right, Nick. We'll have defense tomorrow. It's gonna be good. Oh yeah. So we can sim that up. This is slow simming, rating. Boom. We can do alley bonuses, sim more. So yeah, as you can see, guys, it's pretty slow and steady, and we're just chatting and doing other stuff instead, talking about the world, even though it's been raining so much today. So that was a bad plan for me to go outside earlier today. Lost my goddamn parking spot, and then I needed to go home in the rain for like 10 minutes. And we have like these modern problems, like full tsunami in Denmark. Full, no, it's not a tsunami. What's it called? Over India, monsoon rains. Having that kind of fun stuff. Maybe I should just boost the capital. Because everything else seems to be slow simming quite well. I could have boosted the hammer, but whatever. Everything's running smoothly. Oh, and I already streamed with you for like 2.5 hours, guys. Time flies. I was like, yeah, I can give you like a 1 hour stream. But it was good to go over those item crafting things. But I think you need to experience it in like, you know, how it will work, how all these facets work. But yeah, I think I was saying like one of the most annoying things is the travel time on the hero. Like an adventure can take. Oh, now the screen fucked up again. What did we just do to trigger it? We changed over here to another tab. That was it. That was enough to trigger everything to go into terrible mode. But it's not going away for some reason, right? I don't know. It can be very hard streaming the browser, you guys, so I don't know. Oh, it switched back. I don't know. I'm not switching browser. Like Chrome is what works for me. That's great. Uh, so if I get that problem again, I'll just ignore it. Sure. But no, the real problem I see is the travel times on the hero. It is so annoying with the current travel times. Even if you have an adventure that is 10 minutes away, you're thinking, great, I have 10 minutes to go and claim it, and then 10 minutes back, that's 20 minutes. Nobody will kill me or anything. And then this random dude next to you launches his hammer, and then you're just screwed. You have to defend without your hero. You're not getting value from it, and you're fucked. And all you got was like 10 ointments, and you're like, great, Travian, thank you. Amazing. And now you're forcing people to be able to raid oasis villages less. You're forcing people to do twice the amount of travel time for your hero to these adventures, which means now your hero will be further away for a longer time. You have split oasis spawning. Like they need to rework the hero so adventures spawn where the hero is, so the hero can more easily get to it. Like if your hero is in Oasis town and all your oasis is spawning around the capital, then at some point you need to transfer the hero back. Like they need to control the spawn rate and placement of the oasis better. They need to adjust travel times to hero, because otherwise hero will be, oh, there's an adventure an hour away. The next adventure you get, that's also an hour away. So suddenly you're spending 2 hours taking an adventure. That'll be 4 hours. And with the new spawn rates, then you already have 5 new adventures, but you can't get to them because travel times. I mean, so I would prefer them updating some of those elements for this to be an overall effective new system. But I love, like, I asked for this. I asked for this feature. At least I asked for, hey, can we get like an epic category of drop items that is only account specific that you can't sell? So I was like, oh, there might be a 5% chance in this game for me to find suddenly a rare or uncommon or epic item within quality ratings. So like in tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, you might accidentally find in quality 1 an uncommon item. In quality 2, you could suddenly find a rare item, or in quality 3, you could accidentally find an epic item. And then it would be account specific, so you couldn't sell it, so it wouldn't have any impact. And now Travian is taking something like that and then building this, which is, I mean, I'm not sure how well it's going to work. Um, but is it absolutely game breaking? I don't know. That depends on the stats of all these different item sets. I mean, I can't comment. And is it functional for playability within the game? I'm not so sure. And it might create more problems than it actually creates solutions and fun gameplay. But I mean, some people like buying a lot of items for cheap and stuff like that and have a whole category and collect that, and now they can merge it and sell it, and there's more resale value in items of different types instead of people just ignoring everything. And when you switch to tier 2 items comes out, then tier 1s become, garbage. So it has some qualities to it, but I mean, we'll see how it works. But I'm very skeptical. Very, very skeptical. But why did we actually hit that one more time? But yeah, it's removed now. He actually chiefed it. That was a Sky player. Oh, no, not sure where he is on the map. Okay, over there ish. Oh, you can craft neutral items in Dota. So depending on the gear you bought early game, you can go and then resell or at least transfer into something new. I mean, I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing for scalability, but within that game, that's fine. But I think we talked about bonuses the other day, but I didn't actually use the feature. So I'm thinking we can just take a look at it where we're like, okay, I'm interested in recruitment. Oh, I can't. I can't even, because they're all running, so we can't add any more resources. Which is actually a good thing that it's locked. Because back in the day, you could continue to contribute. So it was hard to define how many resources is needed to actually run it. And then you might accidentally boost, 2, 3, 4 million extra without it actually doing anything. So, but okay, things are locked. Happy for me, because then I don't need to spend resources, but then we can make more fields. Yay. Lucky us, guys. And I should maybe just auto-complete it, but Smithy. And we should definitely just get another granary for simplicity's sake. And then we can do another smithy, level down, build another granary. And then that'll drop down, and that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 warehouses for 18s. So, and then we're maxed out on granaries when we get them up. Here, slow and steady, we can sit and sim that stuff, right? So, pretty nice. And we can just sim more fields. Perfect. If you got time, can you explain the special rules on the server? Uh, yeah, sure. Do I want to? No, not really. But let me just find a previous announcement. At least you're up to date. It's 5x speed, normal game server. We have community tribe changes on unit stats here. These are standard. Confederacy is enabled, standard. Alliance notification, so we can just see if people are under attack in the overview here. And we don't have anybody under attack, it seems. Just, oh, we have here Beowulf. Oh yeah, that was the guy faking Nick. So gives a little indicator. Merging, forwarding, so you can always move units from anywhere to anywhere when they are landed in a town, so it makes the defense a lot easier. And you have merging, so we can combine hammers, just not the siege. 18 Cs, so we have a few of them instead of 15 Cs. They're both there, but you know, this one is more fun. And then keep tribe on conquest, and then you can choose the tribes that you settle. We just started with one town, and then you settle one, pick a tribe, settle another, pick a tribe, settle another, pick a tribe. So it is the key primarily game modes that I like to play with. I would love cities on top. And if cities was here as well, this is the primary game I would love to play. I wish all servers were like that. I'm tired of all the other old game modes, region servers, all that jazz. This is fun. It's variety. It's a lot of those features that people have asked for when the game first came out, pretty much, to some extent. And it makes it a very chill playability thing. And you can make these ones make variations of the troop types and functionalities between the races and stuff like that. I'm not necessarily saying that these two should be in the game, but it does give a lot of more variety to it compared to item crafting. You know, we didn't have advanced start, and I don't like necessarily advanced start, Nick. I don't mind it, but it's a little stupid. In the fact that you start with the towns and then you have to settle them somewhere, and you might, like, if you know, if people were trying to go for the I would spawn here, you know, and then I would send my settlers over here, and then other people might bounce me trying to get to them, and it's just a shit show of people sending stuff, and then you have to send there so you can fast settle afterwards. So let's say you spawn two types of settlers, and you send for boonies or whatever, and then you automatically bounce out there for no apparent reason. And it's not something you can analyze in the early game. How is my travel times going to work for me and stuff like that? So I don't like advanced start necessarily. It is nice when it works out for you, but if it doesn't, you know, it's kind of, it's just weird. So spawn is not level 7 fields. Spawn is level 5 fields. Well, then you're talking about your own advanced version. I mean, how am I to know? So, whatever. Hey. But I don't mind it being game progressive changed it in early game, but hey, it is what it is. I can't do anything with the hero. I can just do farm list in 2 minutes, and then yeah, we're just doing cap fields, slow and steady, get value. We're also above almost 300k. And then slow sim, and this is just pushing. So you can see, guys, very slow and steady. But I think other people started talking about cooking and doing food, and I could also use some pasta. How are armory bonuses applied for merch troops? Good question. But armory upgrades are based on a town that they belong to, which means if I make new Roman towns, I don't need to upgrade them at all. I just build the units and then I merge them into the main hammer. And because the main hammer has level 20 units at that point in time, right now, if I merge something over, they would have level 10. So you keep or you get the levels. So you shouldn't take these level 10 and merge them to another hammer. Then they will drop to whatever is in that smithy of that town. Um, so you would never merge dev units. I mean, you can, but you pay triple the amount. But if you want a big ass hero running with all your druids and you're sitting and merging all your druids, I mean, you can get the item benefit. And that's where item crafting comes in, at least with merging. Then you can merge a big anvil, have a crazy weapon to boost those troops in that town. So then you can start, think, if I actually merged a big anvil now, I could get some additional benefits in the long game. But merging dev is not really worth the price because you can just build more dev towns. Um, will help with TS as well. Yeah, I guess. I mean, then you don't need to build as many TSs in so many dev towns, but yeah, it comes with variety. But again, that's also nice with the game that you can have different variety elements to it. So creates a different context of things. So, but yeah, yeah. But hey, there's food coming up, right? If I make it. So I think I managed to chat with you guys for like 3 hours. So that's also good. I hope you were somewhat entertained and can follow the progress as it is now. And we got to talk about the new item crafting and some other key features. But I wish you guys the best and have a great night. Thanks for dropping by.